All right, man. Man, I'm hungry. Oh, night's already here. Okay. Hey, yo, do you guys serve taco supreme?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. How much is that, by the way?
2 diamonds, boy.
All right, I got you. Good.
There you go.
Thank you. I hope you have a good day, man.
You too, bro.
What's up, Knight?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, bro, I brought you here because I want to ask you a question, man.
Okay, what's that?
So look, I was having this idea. It's kind of crazy, right? But like, it might just work out. So, what would you think if I started a podcast, a 0v0T podcast?
I think that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah. You think anyone will
There's
copy it
probably,
though?
yeah, but it ain't gonna be as good as the OG.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how people are, you know.
Yeah, it is what it is. Who's that?
Yo, what? What you doing, man?
Hey,
Yeah, no Arabs
yo,
are
yo,
out. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, who you talking
yo,
to, bro?
Fucking Arab, no Arabs allowed. Get out of
Yo,
here.
yo,
yo,
yo.
chill, 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 chill,
Hold on,
chill,
little
chill.
boy.
Yo, hey! Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 0v0T podcast. I'm your host, Super Silver 230, and this is episode 14. So today I have a very special friend of mine, probably like my best friend on this server. Uh, he goes by Night Runner, and yeah, what's up, Night?
Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yeah, bro, I'm ready. You ready for this? It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I'm ready. There's probably a lot to cover, right?
Yeah. All right, then I guess we'll get started on you know, how do you get started on this server? How do you find it? When did you get started?
I think like a lot of people saw a fit video and actually joined the 2B first, and I didn't really want to pay for Prio, and it took way too long to get through the queue, so I started looking for alternatives. I think I joined, which server was it? I think I joined 9B first, actually. And then this was all in like one day, but I tried to escape spawn. I don't think I made it, and I ended up joining 0B and kind of did your average new player thing on this server, just asked for kits.
Yeah.
And I mean, not everyone does it, but it's 0B. Um, and I think I met a couple people on the first day. I met like Turns Are Objects and someone else, but I got kits from them. And I think I TP'd to someone who was at the world border, and I just kind of set up shop at a base.
Mhm.
And, I just went from there.
Did that base have a name?
It actually never got a name. I think it only lasted like a week, but
No, really.
it was pretty nice. I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. Just
What?
your normal house, and Transit Objects taught me how to do the chunk dupe at that base, so there was a little duper there, like a couple dubs, but I kind of just learned the basics of ZRB there.
Yeah. How did it get griefed?
I think I griefed it. Um, I had invited someone to the base that I didn't trust. I think it was like a Thalfo underscore underscore, and I just didn't trust them, so I just blew it up and moved on to a new location. It actually ended up being a cool person. I don't think they would have done anything, but
Yeah.
you
And
know,
then where do you go after that?
I went through the Nether, and I went maybe like 50,000 away, something like that, and set up a new base. I think you might have lived there for a little bit. I don't remember actually,
Yeah.
but yeah, I just moved on to a little new location close by.
That's fire. Did that base have a name or same thing?
It would have gotten a name eventually if certain player wouldn't have stolen it from me and invited a bunch of people there.
Who was that?
I think it was VHC VSSC,
Mhm.
but we
Yeah.
won't talk about him.
Yeah, he's a bomb.
It's all part of his master plan.
Yeah. He. Damn.
Oh, there's too much of an inside joke. No one's gonna understand that.
Okay, let me explain this to you guys watching. So, VH was this player. I don't want to get into too much depth because he doesn't deserve the attention. But basically, he stole Knight's base. Why is there a horse? He stole Knight's. He stole Knight's
Yeah,
base. He was like, "This is my base now." And then when like, did we grief it or he griefed it himself, right?
yeah, he blew it up with whoever else he invited there.
Yeah, he griefed it himself because he thought we were gonna grief it. And so then like someone was talking to him, and we're like, "Why do you grief it?" Right? And he's like, "Oh, it's just all part of my master plan." So we still don't know what his master plan is because it's been like 3 years and he hasn't done anything. But yeah, so I feel like we skipped something there. So what? I know that base happened, but what did you do during that base? Because that was when you were first on the server, so you were like experiencing stuff for the
Yeah,
first time.
I was learning how to use, clients and just like learning anarchy because this was in like my first month or so of playing probably, and I learned how to use Schematica, and I thought it was pretty cool. I built a bunch of stuff with Schematica, like a big glass sphere and stuff. I think I have screenshots we could add for the interview for people to see.
Yeah.
But during the time while I was at that base, I think I met you and Bum Dole. His name was International at the time. But
Yeah.
for those who don't know, it's people I'm still friends with to this day.
Mhm. And like, how do you met me because you helped me dupe stuff. How do you meet
Yeah,
international? Did you meet him through me?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And um, was it right after that base got griefed that you moved to Trannyland, or you were already at Trannyland, right, when that base got griefed?
Yeah, I think that's why I stopped living there and they like took over because I just wasn't there much. So I was living at that place at with trans
Mhm.
and whatever we were doing our thing. We were building, duping. This was the first one.
Yeah.
We built, whatever. We were just building. You
And
might
what?
have to cut that part out. It's under retarded.
Nah, it's fine. I'll just leave it in. So this is a podcast, anyways. We could just talk. Um, but yeah, why did you like move to Trannyland? Why did you decide to do that?
It was just me and trans. We wanted to make a base. I don't know who brought it up first, but we just started building, and you know, we just wanted to do something. We didn't have anything to do for the most part, so it just kept us occupied. And
Yeah.
then that one, I don't even know if that one lasted like a month. Because we built the arch and we built the statue of it was this is actually a statue of an artist from Austria, but you know, um
By the way, for
I
you
don't
guys listening in, hold up. For you guys listening in, there's two people in this call right now that aren't me or Knight, and that's BQZV and 10K. So they might pop in every now and then. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
yeah, I don't someone got invited to the base. I don't remember exactly who it was, but we decided just to blow it up and just rebuild what we had already built somewhere else. So we did that.
Hmm.
We just built the same thing again, pretty much in a similar location.
Wasn't it Bodge, or was that not?
It might have been. I can't say. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
Probably almost 3 years now.
that's fair. So, what did you have any adventures? during like Trendline? Because I know you're the one that found the stacked leggings. So how did you do that?
I think when we found those, that was around the third one, which is the last one. It was still wasn't that far from that time. It was only a couple months later, pretty sure. But yeah, I mean, you want me to elaborate on that?
Yeah. How do you find them for the people watching?
So me and I don't. Were you a part of this world download hunting, or was it just me and Trans?
I mean, I was a part of it, but I wasn't a part of this like base.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we would go on the archive server, the 2B2T archive, since we found out that Zerby has, I think, like a well over 400 2B2T world downloads. And we would just look for world downloads that still had NBT data, like, chest contents, shulkers that might have stuff in them, whatever.
Mhm.
And we would just fly to those bases, just hope that they were still there, they weren't raided, and, that the owner didn't clear the NBT data before they uploaded uploaded it to the server.
Yeah.
And most of the time we struck out, but at Block Game Mecca, there is a dupe stash that's pretty far off of the main base. I mean, it'd be pretty hard to find if you were just at the main base. You wouldn't expect it because it's really small and out of the way. But there was a couple things there. There was a stack of, I think it's 59 stacked leggings
Mhm.
in a chest, and there's was also a couple. What was it? I think there was like a book or two there to be players.
And you took
I think it was
those.
from Cartman.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah. I think I remember that.
that got destroyed by the great Zero B Zero T plugins along with all my other books. But anyway,
Yeah.
we flew there. We took turns flying. I think it was me and Trans. I don't know if you helped or not, but we got there, and sure enough, it was there. So I don't know. I guess the illegal plugin was backdoored or wasn't working at the time because they just wouldn't revert no matter what you did. You just put them on or
Um,
do whatever with them.
hey guys,
So
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
so
like a couple minutes ago, I was fucking around and I fucking died. Now I'm back at spawn, but I'm at 25k now, so who want to use teleport me?
TP tonight.
yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
sorry.
No, you're good. We'll
It's
leave that in.
fucking
That's funny.
VQ logged off, so and I was telling him that that's what happened, and then he left. What happened? Why did the teleport fail?
Oh, it might be
Oh,
because
because
you're in
I'm
the
sitting. Because
minecart.
I'm. Yeah. Hold on. All
Uh,
right. TV.
I sent it. Oh,
Okay.
sick.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Um.
Sorry.
You're
Oh,
good.
good. Yeah. So we duped them, and they they did somehow get warned to spawn and possibly flex to the entire server, which caused Zero BOP to not be very happy
Of
because I don't
course.
think he meant to leave that in there. So he overnight, I think it was the same night that we found them. It was that or the next day. I woke up and I did have some in my e-chest still, which are still in there today, but overnight they got patched. And yeah, that was pretty much the end of that. But he did accidentally leave a arbor stand with a two stack of diamond swords at our base. So
Yeah, that's pretty
I
fire.
guess that helps a little bit.
Gave you a reward. But yeah, so what did you do after Trannyland? Because I know that like that base went pretty inactive.
What did I do after that? I gotta remember. It's been a while.
Uh, cause was that
And
before we started Atrium?
I think it was around the same time. I think I would go back and forth.
Hold up, 1 second. We're gonna take a quick break here. Night, think of that, and I'll be right back. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're back now. Yeah, I had to take a quick break, but let's just continue. So night. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
We're talking about what you did after Land. So, do you remember?
Yeah, so around that time, I was playing less Zero B, I think, and branching off to some other servers. I think you remember me and you played 9B for a
Oh
while
yeah,
around that time, in 2021,
yeah, yeah,
and I had a pretty nice base. Grief now, but it was cool while it lasted. And I also was playing 2B at that time, base hunting, traveling to the world border, just stuff like that.
yeah.
We did do some things on Zero B, like we made those spawn bases.
I,
And what else did we do?
I mean,
So,
it was at that time though that we like started Zocorp, no?
oh, am I getting too ahead? I think we missed SoCorp. That was like further back, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, cause Zocorp was that was okay. Let me think. You did the transfer object stuff. That was in late 2020, and then I remember when
Yeah.
when I came back, you had been like exploring a bunch of bases, and then you had. It was around that time that Zero B was like in a weird state, remember? And we had to move all of
Oh, YouTube was
sociobiology stuff.
disabled, and
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that time was weird. Okay, so there was like this player, sociobiology guys, and we had to like move his whole stash to a base I had called Bosk, and Knight helped with that. So that was with what was her name back then? World Corp or something? Or
Something like that.
yeah, we had a
I don't
different
think it
name,
was SoCorp yet.
but it was the precursor to Zocorp. Um,
Something Inc.
that was before, no?
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
We won't talk about that. Uh, it was just a group to lag, basically. But we had Zocorp, and what did we do? We did the ice thing.
Oh, around that time was Fitness Club, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's like a little bit later. But okay, so we
Yeah.
did the Zocorp ice in the Ender.
Oh, yeah, that was a fail.
Yeah, if you guys ever go to the end and you see hella ice everywhere, that's because we were trying to make a water cube, but we had no idea how to do it, so we just scaffolded a bunch of ice. Um, and then what do we do after that? I know
It's
we
hard to
started.
remember when it's not really recorded anywhere.
Yeah, I know we started the base, or we started Atrium around that time.
Yeah. Which was, we didn't know it for a while. It was only like 1,000, not even like 500 blocks away from my second base that I talked about earlier.
Oh yeah, yeah, the base that got stolen from him, which is funny because do you want to tell what how Atrium was started and who started it? If you
Yeah,
remember
wasn't
that.
it VHC?
Yeah, the same person that stole Knight's base started what is considered like our biggest base that we ever had, which is pretty funny. But yeah, and then I think the fitness club happened. If you want to talk about that.
Yeah, so we were messing around at spawn. I think it was me, you, maybe Bob Dole might have been there.
Yeah.
Uh, International or Bum Dole, either one. He might. So a couple of us were there. It doesn't really matter. But we were using Packet Fly to go on the roof, and I think I started placing player heads, and there had always been like a plugin to prevent placing too many tile NDs in one chunk. But I don't know, it must have been accidentally removed because I realized that there was way too many heads placed down, and I just kept placing them,
Oh,
and it wouldn't limit. So What's up?
I think that's when Zero B switched to Cloud Core.
Yeah, I think it was. That might have
Yeah.
been why. But yeah, so we decided to we decided to use it to chunk ban people. So we what did we do? We made an alt or changed an alt skin to fit MC's skin, and we farmed its head, and we duped shulkers of fit heads, and we went to Nether 00. We decided to call ourselves the Fitness Club. It was just it was pretty funny to us at the time, and we started making a chunk band and hiding it in an obsidian cube so no one could really see what it was.
Yeah.
And at some point, as we made it bigger, people did start to get banned. And there is a video on this. I
Yeah.
think Felix, he was recording logout spots. It was 40 plus people just at Nether 00 because we were advertising in chat. We were saying
Fitness
fitness
Club
club
party.
party at spawn. Everyone come to 00. And people were just coming like they didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah.
So no one was suspicious. And there was actually one guy who was like losing his mind and posting on Reddit and spamming us to unchunk ban him and how he was not happy.
Yeah, he was like, "This is
I
my
don't know
only
why.
account. There's something I don't have an all." And that dude got
Um,
mad.
we made some other ones too. We made chunk bans on like two or three of the nether highways 1,000 blocks out, and we made one in the
Spawn
overworld.
00.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how many casualties those got, but I'm sure it had to be quite a few more.
Yeah. All right, then I guess I do want to ask you about this 'cause I just remembered. So, what what was Night City? Because I know that base sparked a lot of other
Oh,
bases
I
and
forgot
stuff like
about
that.
that.
When was Night City made?
Um, Sometime in 2021, probably. I don't know. It was probably mid 2021, right?
I
Because I
think
don't have screenshots of it on this PC, so
I feel like it was low key earlier though, cause I think I remember us having all those materials when the dupe wasn't activated, and we're like, oh, it doesn't matter, we're rich anyways.
oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, something like that.
why do you make that base, or what was that base?
I think I just wanted a solo base. We didn't really. There was Atrium, but I wanted to build something of my own,
Hmm.
so I just flew into the end, a couple 100,000, and made Night City because it was in the end and it was dark. It
Yeah.
just seemed like a cool name.
How much was
So
it?
it ended up just being a big dupe stash and illegal storage. I didn't really end up building that much besides roads and a massive, like, couple thousand dubs duper.
Hmm.
But we did do some stuff at that base. Uh, I think we did. I think we crashed the server a few times there with the armor furnaces and shulkers
Yeah, we
because there
did.
was so much NBT data. You could just spam open the chests and it would just lag the server until it crashed.
Yep.
It was
Yo,
using
look,
up all the RAM.
I found a chest full of fit heads called Fitness Club on top.
Oh, at this
Shulk.
base?
I have a shulker. Yeah, here.
That's funny.
Place it down and
Here's
place ahead.
Yeah, exactly, exactly what we were just talking about.
Yeah, here's the proof that it was not a lie. As you guys can see, these are the fitness heads. And yeah.
Anyway, Night City ended up getting stolen by Cineo, who is now one of the admins on the server, and he never admitted to it up until like recently when there's a meme posted on the Reddit and
Yeah.
Cineo said something like, "Oh, that was me," but we thought it was PCP or like
Pritzker.
Pritzker or one of them the whole time.
Yeah, no one really would have thought that it was Cineo because he's such a nice guy, but turns out he's not so
But
nice.
yeah, whatever. El Cineo.
Hell, Cineo. So,
I just
after Night
Um,
City, I know you. What happened to that? Like, why do you abandon it?
didn't we blow it up and abandon it after we moved? Because most of the stuff was stolen, but not all of it. Because I think we caught it before they could steal all of it. I noticed some stuff was missing. So
Yeah.
we moved that stuff, whatever was left, and I took a video reverting all the illegals there. If I could find it on my old PC,
Oh yeah, I remember
you
that.
could put a clip of it in here. But it was a bunch of stacked leggings and spawners and color name kits, which were illegal at the time because they had put the plugin in to where you could make colored stuff and then they removed it.
Hmm.
It's back now, but at the time that was pretty cool. There's some other stuff, but like e-glass, whatever.
So what came after that base?
I think Odyssey, right?
Yeah.
1 second.
Are we gonna take a break then?
I just needed a drink.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Never mind.
sorry for calling.
Yeah. So we started Odyssey. I was in the overworld, and it was me, you, 10K, Bob Dole. Bob Dole was there. Yeah, he built there.
Hmm.
VQ ended up being there. I think Alex. I mean, yeah, Alex was there. You don't have to say their username, so it's fine.
Yeah, guys. Sometimes we accidentally say their real names because we're friends with them.
Alright, I won't say who else was there. 'Cause I don't remember. It was like one or two other people. I think it was one more person, but that
Hmm.
doesn't matter. But we built there for a while. We all
No, look what the
made some
horse
pretty cool
did.
builds.
He moved
What?
me out of my chair. He pushed my
Oh
minecart out.
no. You want to cut it or keep
Nah,
going?
nah, it's fine.
All
So,
right, it's fine.
yeah. Well, like, what did you build that Odyssey?
Well, we did build some map arts and we had a couple cool builds. I'm sure I have screenshots that I could put in to be featured.
Mm.
Uh, we were actually gonna build a museum there, but yeah, animal abuse. Someone called PETA. Anyway, we we had some kind of stupid argument and we blew up the base because someone that we didn't some of us didn't know got invited, which I wish we wouldn't have done that because it seems stupid now, but I was really mad at the time.
Yeah.
So,
Rest in
that was that.
peace.
That was during when there was no dupe, so we were moving stuff from I think we stole so much stuff from it was my end base stuff mixed with what's that base with the cathedral? Zero B
Boss?
base. No, not Bossk.
What base?
Like the cathedral that
Oh,
never
St.
got
Nero
built, and
Cathedral.
yeah, yeah, same Nero. We there was
Oh,
a dupe stash there, and we took a lot of stuff from
yeah,
there.
tell a story about that. Like how we found it. Or like,
We just went there to go explore it, and ended up. Actually, no, we had explored it before, and then when there was no dupe and we were kind of broke, I remember that there was a giant chunk duper there, so
yeah.
we went and got all the stuff. There was someone living there too that logged on while we were there, but we just kept moving the stuff.
Yeah, oh, I remember that. I wonder who that
Yeah, I don't
was.
remember who that was.
But yeah, that was just like our old Zero B base that got blown up. But I guess they didn't blow up the dupe stash and we just stole it all.
Yeah.
Mm. So, what happened after Odyssey? Was that Odyssey 2, right?
Oh yeah, there was an Odyssey too. All we did was dupe there, built some small stuff, and then Oland was there, and for some reason, he thought it was a good idea to invite Amrit, which I'm kind of on good terms with Amrit now, but at the time, I didn't trust him at all
Oh
for
yeah,
pretty good reason.
for a reason. Which
And then I found out, yeah, yeah, because well, we'll say after.
yeah.
So when we found out that Amrit was at the base, we just decided to blow it up, and that was that. It didn't last very long.
Hmm.
Actually, did we blow it up or did we just abandon it?
We just abandoned it.
It's probably still out there somewhere if we have cords.
Yeah, but I really don't have the cords. I think that base is gone. Lost the time.
Whatever. Anyway, actually, I probably have cords on my old
Yeah.
laptop.
But anyways, so do you want to talk about why Amrit was not a good idea to have there?
Oh yeah, so if you look at Super Silver's YouTube channel, you can see his first video is titled something like City of Peace gets dumpstered by the Taliban, which was our griefing group at the time.
Yeah.
And we thought it was his base, right? City of Peace. It's just a really cool base, really big base, and pretty old base at the time. It was 2020, right?
Yeah,
2020 base.
2020. It was, I think it was a 2019 base.
Yeah, it might have been. But Emmerich kept flexing the base on stream, saying it was his. And, you know, Super Silver decided to screen record anytime he did that. And he accidentally leaked his journey map for maybe like a frame or two. But it didn't matter because it was on video. So we got
Yeah.
the cords and we pulled up there. We were in VC with them when we got there, and he didn't know we were there.
Yeah, he told us good
And
night.
I was like, "Good night, guys." They're like, "All right, good night, man." And then we pulled up after he got off, explored the base a little bit, and we just kind of blew it up. And then we found out like later that night or the next day that it actually actually wasn't his base, which
Yeah.
kind of sucked.
He
We
like
felt bad
didn't
about it.
build really anything there. He just lived there. It's kind of dumb.
But anyway, that's why we didn't want to trust him at our base.
Yeah, because we're not on good terms with them. I guess now we kind of are. But yeah, so what? After that came this base, no?
Yeah, after that, we built this base, kept it pretty private this whole time until now we started doing the interviews, but there's
Yeah,
not too much valuable stuff here. This used to be a big museum with a big book collection, banner collection, player head collection, and map art collection.
yeah,
But we moved most of it. So
yeah, because of the Waterloo situation,
yeah,
which we've been
that
over.
was so stupid. But yeah, well, there's no point repeating it. It's been in like every podcast now.
I know. I like they're gonna start thinking that we're just mad about it at some point because we keep bringing it up.
Yeah, just don't mention it.
Yeah, but I think that's about it. No, or is there anything we
Yeah, probably.
missed?
I'm sure we could talk about some other stuff
Well,
if you
yeah,
have any
but we're not done
questions.
yet. But okay, so I want to ask you
But
this, so
yeah,
the
go ahead.
so the people know. Um, what have you been up to recently?
Uh, I've just been, for the most part, I've been working, so I don't have as much time to play. I'll get on at night sometimes. I haven't really been playing Zero B. I've been playing CS:GO. Really, I mean, I do want to get back into Anarchy a little bit, but I don't know if it'll be as much as I used to play because I used to play a lot. It was the only thing I played,
Yeah,
but
and
I've lost a little bit of interest,
yeah, I also know that you became big on Tubi. What's that about? If you want to give a quick rundown.
kind of. I wouldn't say big, maybe kind of known.
Yeah.
I joined this group called the SCA. It was a pretty new group. There wasn't even 100 people in the Discord. It's like barely over 50. The Tubi group that maintains and extends the canal. And after a couple months of being in it, it wasn't too big. Maybe it had like 200 people in the Discord and a fair amount of group members. Fit made a series of I think he made two videos about the group, and then he made another one mentioning the group, which caused an insane spike in popularity. And by that point, I was one of the people running the group, like top top role in that group.
Yeah, you're one of the leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there ended up being like 1,000, way well over 1,000 people in the Discord, lots of group members, and that kind of ended up falling apart. Uh, that story would be an entire podcast if I had to tell that, so I won't get into detail. But the group still is a thing, but it's under a new name with less people. It's ran more like the FCC was back in the day. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like a more tight knit group of people. It's called the Waterway Union now.
Yeah.
So
And also, what do you think of the current state of the server of Zero B?
I think it's kind of in a state of limbo, in my opinion, because it's not dead like it used to be, but it's also not super active.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit boring. I mean, you can find stuff to do. Sure, you can build bases or you can try and base hunt, but maybe it's just because I played back in the day when it was super active. There's always some drama. It doesn't feel like it used to, but
Yeah, I
that
did.
could just be because old memories. Obviously, things change over time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it still has potential though.
Yeah, it does. Hopefully, maybe if it updates to 1.19 or
Oh yeah,
something.
if it updates, I think it has to update to survive because at this point, Constantium and 2B2T are 1.19,
Yeah,
which
all the clones
both of
and
those
updates
servers are
doing
pretty big. Yeah,
because
I mean,
now the
they're gonna have to.
now the original updated.
Because I mean, you look at all the Anarchy servers that are on more obscure versions, like really OG versions of Minecraft. There might be some people that play them, but they're never that active. So at some point, the server will just kind of die out if they don't update.
Yeah, people are gonna wanna try out Anarchy and the newer versions, considering that
I
even
mean,
Tubi's on it now.
Tubi is kind of just the meta.
Yeah,
So
once videos start rolling out on Tubi on 1.19, especially about like fit and stuff, yeah, I think the
yeah,
community will definitely want one
that's just
1.19 version.
kind of like the baseline that people hold a Anarchy server to.
Hmm. If you want to have a clone Anarchy server, it kind of has to follow the 2B2T train and whatnot. But yeah, and then I also want to ask you, who we say your best friend or best friends are on the server.
Would say you, because I don't want to name one person because I have a lot of good
Yeah, you can
friends on
name
the server,
multiple.
but I'll name like five people. You, Transfer Objects, Bundle, even though he doesn't really play that much anymore. Let's see, 10K, VQ, just to name a few. I could keep going on,
You're
but
gonna be
just off
here
the top of my head,
forever.
yeah, I know a lot of people.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Unless you have anything you want to talk about that I haven't covered.
Um, I don't think I have anything I need to bring up.
So, is there anything you want to say to the community before you dipperoni pepperoni?
Sure, just be you, have fun, and don't be a clout chaser. No one likes those people.
For real. Well, yeah. So, thank you, Knight, for being a great guest, man.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yeah, it's about time. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. There will be more episodes out soon. Check out my channel for Zero B content. And yeah, if you guys see Knight on the server, hit him with a howdy do, and he'll reply howdy do back. So,
Subscribe
uh,
or else.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. That's it.